What's up, guys? This is Zach Dantle. You're listening to the Why So Serious Show.
For your cast of the Why So Serious Show on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
It is Wednesday, and it is time for the Why So Serious Show. The audio would not turn down on the volume, so I just had to wait for the intro to finish.
But did you have the rights at least to it?
To what? That song?
Seven Nation.
Don't give him any ideas.
It's actually like not actually.
Is it royalty free?
It's, well, if you remember right, that's not actually Seven Nation Army.
Yes, it is.
Like, no, it's like fake Seven Nation Army from somebody that like played it, so that it's okay that we can use it. Except for maybe at the beginning, but whatever. It's the Why So Serious Show. Jesse Morrison, Matt Kling, Matthew Kling, and in bed Jeremy Schnell. So first thing we need to start with the National Football League, because I know Matt is a big football fan, and he wasn't here on Monday, and I just have to gloat.
Are you gonna rub it in my face?
I have to just rub it in your face, like I always do. Like I ruined your night of your Super Bowl championship, the proudest moment of my life.
No. You didn't ruin that night. Like, if anything ruined that night, it would have been seeing Jack Pearson die on This Is Us afterward, and that didn't ruin my night. Your annoying text of "we have more" did not ruin my Super Bowl on February 4th, 2018. You see, I was sick that night. I would have been drunk, and nothing would have ruined that night because the Eagles won. So, yeah, boom.
But you know what ruined your week one? The Washington football team and their front seven wrecking crew. Ryan Kerrigan, Chase Young, hail to the football team.
Remember on Friday when I said that the Eagles' offensive line was a bunch of turnstiles?
Yes.
Yeah, I was correct. And they are worse than turnstiles. They're like
But Peters is back.
Okay, but I want to make the comparison.
But they made such a big deal about Peters
They're
moving
not
back to left tackle.
turnstiles. Jesse, Jeremy, the Eagles' offensive line is not turnstiles. It's an automatic door that won't close.
Is it?
But people made such a big deal about Peters moving back to left tackle. What happened?
Here's the thing. Jason Peters will play one snap. Something will tighten up and he'll miss the rest of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually has his whole body injured right now and he's playing. Because
what about Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey? Are they hurt?
Lane Johnson was hurt. He had surgery. He also had coronavirus before.
Did he?
So I don't know what's up with him. He apparently is going to come back this week. Jason Kelsey's fine. It's just he shifts to the better guard, which is on his left now.
He's not a center?
Play center too?
No, he's the center, but he shifts toward the left, leaving the right completely unoccupied.
Nose tackle. Ioannidis was coming at him. Ioannidis coming at him, right, Jesse?
Yeah. Lane Johnson couldn't stay off the juice.
Go Ioannidis.
Anxiety. And Jason Kelsey is small.
You got Ioannidis, Payne. Who else you guys got at the defensive tackle spot that was giving him
Jason
trouble?
Peters is too old.
How many years has Ryan Kerrigan been in the league?
This is his 10th season. He's 32.
Yeah.
He was in that great 2011 draft.
I could not remember when he started.
Yeah, he was in.
It feels like he's been around forever.
His first game, he recovered a fumble for a touchdown.
That's
and ever since then, I loved him. I was like, I'm getting his jersey.
Pigskins legend.
Pigskins, the Washington Pigskins, Red Tails, Red Wolves.
Look.
Whatever their name is.
I knew, seeing how Wentz was struggling, I knew they weren't going to win. I knew the defense was too good to be true in that first half, but I give all the props to Ron Rivera, who's going through cancer treatments and like got
Very
an
strong.
at halftime. Like that's just football guy. Yes.
You know what happened after the game?
What happened after the game?
The Eagles and Carson went home.
Get out. Go. Get out.
Yeah,
Leave.
turn your camera
Leave.
off.
Leave.
No, turn your camera off and don't come back. That was a terrible joke.
Why is he upside down?
I said off, not upside down. I hope, and now he's on.
Imagine me sitting like that for the rest of the show.
That would be amazing and great content.
That is a great screen, by the way. That was a great block. I know we're still talking football.
Football! Football! Jeremy, football! Woo! Football! Woo!
Football!
Football!
Football! Football!
Football!
So tomorrow night is the matchup of the overrated Ohio team hosting the really
other-
1-1 Ohio team. So
2 Ohio teams. How about that?
The best Ohio team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Could probably beat both of them.
oh, absolutely.
God.
Absolutely. Even if half the team has coronavirus and they're not playing right now, the Ohio State University Buckeyes would beat the Bengals and Browns, their best players combined.
Jesse
believe
Morrison, the Ohio State University.
By the way, I'm disappointed that NBC couldn't get player access this year to do the intros.
Wait, they're not doing that?
No, but it's
What?
no.
Why can't they record it over Zoom?
it
You
would-
literally just recorded over Zoom. What?
it's too
That's
much
so
work.
dumb. Boo. Boo. All right. I know what I was looking for something for a later segment, and there it is.
Yeah, no. Al Michaels addressed it on opening night. That
Also, they could somehow figure out how to do a slide in.
Huh? Okay, now you're back. Anyway, yeah, Al Michaels addressed that on opening night. There's no slide anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They should figure out some way to just have him walk in awkwardly on the side. Like this is I don't like this. They're also calling the game from like a luxury suite in like the second level apparently.
Good for them. Like if it's more spacious than their little booth on whatever level of the stadium they're on, then I mean, if I were an NFL broadcasting crew, I want to call the game from like the top of the 100 level, like just closer to field.
You need to be able to see the whole field.
The furthest up is the better. I've called enough football games.
Yeah.
But Matt, I know it's Wednesday, but you know you've had a few days to calm down. But do you have any overreactions?
No. I mean, it
Well,
was
see, my overreaction is that Cam Newton is the best running back in the AFC East.
I mean, Josh Allen could give him a run for that money.
Like LeBron's the best point guard in the NBA.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I think that Stephen Gostkowski, I'm surprised he still has a job, but I'm glad that he was able to redeem himself. I also did not know that he was on the Tennessee Titans, so that was probably the most shocking this guy's wear of week one. That's all I can say about that.
Still in the league.
The Monday night, both Monday night games were clunky.
Also still in the league. Jordan Reed on the 49ers.
He's like 30 years old. You can't call him still in the league.
He's had 18 concussions. I don't understand why he's still playing football.
He was a great fantasy tight end
Oh, yes.
a few years ago for the
when he-
Washington football team.
The Washington football team. Hail to the football team.
But I want to talk about my nepotism. So I have 3 sons. They're my fantasy teams. In your league, the league of the cluster of 18 teams, I'm the Las Vegas Love Islanders, and I lost even though I put up almost 150 points. This was a great week. Like for a surprising team that had my running backs of Jordan Howard and Kyle Juszczyk. But my favorite son, the one who won a championship last year, is the Bleach Boys, as I've shared before. Now, what you're about to see is just now background. Bleach Boys is a 2-quarterback PPR league. What you're about to
least favorite thing in fantasy football.
Yeah. So what you're about to see is not necessarily fantasy football, but fantasy arena football. And I'm going to show you.
That would bring the Arena Football League back.
Oh gosh, I miss the Arena Football League. So
it just ended. Like they finally
take a look at this box score right now.
Why are we not all showing our box scores? How come?
Because the Bleach Boys is sponsored by this show. Take a look at
Jeremy Law.
Hold on right here. Look at the score. This is me. 184 points.
How did you lose?
Exactly. I lost by about 5 or 6 points total. So we're going to compare.
Way too much scoring in this league.
Let's
get
look
the 180s. Like, why are 2 quarterbacks necessary?
Let's just look at how I got 183. Russell Wilson balled out. Drew Brees underperformed. Christian
McCaffrey is nasty.
Did all right. Aaron Jones did all right.
Your team is nasty.
Better than expected. Will Fuller better than expected.
Are you playing with a bunch of guys that are auto drafting?
Marquise Brown better than expected. Bills D better than expected. Harrison Butker better than expected.
Jeremy, look at the other team that he played against.
Look at how absurd this is. Matt Ryan better than expected. Gardner Minshew better than expected. Josh Jacobs, holy bleep, we have a superstar here in Las Vegas. Jonathan Taylor did all right. DeAndre Hopkins, a lot better than expected.
Better than expected? What? He's the best receiver in the league. He did what he
better than projected, Jesse.
Adam
Projected
was the benefit. I blame the Adam Thielen number garbage because he scored a garbage time touchdown. Jared Cook, better than projected. Mike Evans, worse than projected. Colt Steve, worse than projected. Younghoe Koo, right on the money. Final score, he wins because Josh Jacobs is a stud now, and Adam Thielen's the beneficiary.
Let me see your bench.
Time.
Let me see
now,
your bench.
my bench. No, the only thing.
Kirk Cousins. You should have
started him.
If I started
Cousins over Brees, I would have won.
You might just want to roll with Cousins over Brees. Also, Jonnu Smith, he played pretty well.
Yeah.
You could have slid him in. I don't know. Go up, let me see if there's a spot.
No, he couldn't have slid him in anywhere.
I could not have slid him in. The only change I could have made to win was to have Kirk Cousins start over Drew Brees. By the way, the Cortland Sutton move, I knew he was going to be out like half an hour before the Thursday night game, so I slid Will Fuller in. And what did Will Fuller do? He was the beneficiary of some garbage time catches.
I love how your league is is good enough to where Jarvis Landry is on the bench and Mike Gesicki is on the bench. Never would happen in our league. Those guys are starting in our league.
Mike Gesicki is on my bench.
He's on your bench?
Yeah.
I guess tight end's a little more deep in our league because Max didn't draft a tight end until like the 15th round. But
essentially, my team is projected to win this week. I believe the team I'm facing won, but he only scored about 120 last week. So we'll see how it goes. By the way, my projection's 150. So I know someone's going to disappoint, and I hope it's not Brees because Brees is facing the Raiders D on Monday night in the opener at Allegiant Stadium. I don't know. I'm going to roll with the same lineup this week and see how it goes.
I'll tell you why I won this week, because Aaron Rodgers had 56
points. What are we doing, guys? Stop going.
Aaron Rodgers had 56?
Yeah, Jeremy, what's wrong? What are we doing?
Why are we going over fantasy numbers? This is not fun. This is not good radio, Jesse.
Hold up.
Jeremy, what are you talking about? This is we're talking about our fantasy teams. Like I don't see
Jesse
the problem.
made our league quarterback driven, and so everything.
Wait a minute. There's no bleeping way Aaron Rodgers had 50 points. Now I'm looking
In our league.
Yeah. Also, how the bleep? Okay, I'm gonna look.
Also,
this.
Robbie Anderson had 26 points. It's great.
Okay, Robbie Anderson did have a great game.
Yeah, I said I would draft somebody like Robbie Anderson, and I'd do well. Also, Adam Humphries coming in late because I had to bench Golden Tate because he was out. So I went with Adam Humphries. He put up an 11 spot. Not a bad game.
Because our league is totally super high scoring. Like
That high scoring. It's not like Matt's league where they're scoring in the 180s.
because they have 2 quarterbacks, Jesse.
It's
But the thing
stupid.
about- Yeah, but I mean, me and the guy I faced were the only people in the 180s. We were the 2 highest scorers in the league.
Oh man.
Like, I would have beaten every other team except his. So,
Also, Jeremy, I basically just for fantasy football, I just go with basically what the ESPN, default.
I think a lot of people do go with that, which is, props to ESPN for being usually the smartest people in this nation regarding statistics.
I'm just a big ESPN person. Like I always have been. ESPN fantasy. I watch ESPN. Like it's the reason why I don't know enough about hockey. Like I just like ESPN. Like I the thing is like I watch some other stuff like NASCAR. Like I don't know how I'm still a NASCAR fan because just like whatever's on ESPN I watch. So and they lost NASCAR a few years.
Yeah, NBCSN is not great with NASCAR.
I think it's fine, but Fox is the gold standard.
I want to transition into probably the biggest sports story of today, but I want to say that NBC Sports right now is in heaven with the sports properties they have. Sunday Night Football, the Stanley Cup playoffs, which is on the brink of being the Stanley Cup Finals, the U.S. Open this week.
Hold up. All right, keep going.
Brink of having the best lineup.
No, they have the best lineup of sports networks this weekend. Premier League, NASCAR playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs, U.S. Open, Sunday Night Football. They had to relegate a Notre Dame football game to the USA Network this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
For U.S. Open coverage, Notre Dame football moves to
Notre Dame football got demoted to the USA Network.
Yeah,
for
because
U.S.
Notre
Open
Dame-
golf. Really?
Everybody's starting to realize how bad Notre Dame is.
Thank you, Alex Coyle, wherever you are. Not a real program. They haven't won a national championship in 30 years, and they keep putting them in the college football playoff and the national championship, and all they do is crap the bed.
It's an early season non-conference game, and the U.S. Open is
Notre Dame doesn't have a conference. They play in the
golf
ACC.
tournament in the country every year. So
Notre Dame is independent.
They're in the ACC this season.
they're in the ACC this season, and they got their first conference win last week against Duke. Speaking of college
Right, and Duke played really well against them.
The Big Ten is back. Wisconsin bar. I'm headed there. I'm going to sit outside away from people, Loco Patron in Scottsdale, and I'm watching some Wisconsin football on Wisconsin. Woohoo! Let's go.
So here's my theory on why they actually are coming back. And it has nothing to do with President Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with the players saying, we want to play. It is the fraught logistics that came about when they said, we're not playing fall sports. And when I say fraught logistics, I mean the TV networks that broadcast the games.
Jeremy, crank that up.
The audio sucks on that. But look, you realize that the ESPN and Fox need Big Ten football because Big 12 football is not going to do it for them. ACC football is not going to do it for them. After next month, like there's going to be no Major League Baseball. There's going to be no NBA. There's going to be no NHL. So it's I believe that the TV networks were the biggest promoters of this, not the president, not the players. This was all on the TV networks with the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and the Mountain West and the MAC. Although no one, I have not heard anything about the MAC. They're probably not coming back because no one cares about the MAC. People care about the Pac-12.
Wait a minute. I don't know who doesn't care about a good Northern Illinois versus Buffalo game on a Tuesday night in early November. If you don't care about that, then you don't like sports.
Look, the point is what these conferences should have done, and I felt like I held on to this belief a month ago, is they should have just suspended indefinitely fall sports, not cancel them, not say we're going to do them next month. Wait and see. If you had sick players, let them recover. Make sure that the campuses are relatively safe, and then start practicing. And then the Big Ten could be starting next week if they just did that. Instead, they're going to start late October. Pac-12 will probably start around Halloween. Same with the Mountain West. And it's going to be a lot of college football in November and December. And then God only knows what bowl season's going to look like. And I hope that there isn't a bowl season because
Speaking of college sports, Jesse, college basketball will be back in 69 days.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, how did they determine that today is what I want to know.
I don't know. That's the better story for me because I very much I love covering Arizona State football. I'm gonna say that. That's awesome. It's great.
But is women's basketball coming back on November 12th?
Women's basketball will be coming back late November, and that's my favorite thing to cover because it's just I'm the only person that does it for Digest, and I just have kind of free reign on it. And so,
speaking of women's basketball, did you see that buzzer beater last night from the Mercury?
I still haven't watched the buzzer beater, but I heard about it. It was great.
It was a great buzzer beater. I ran it on the newscast at 5:30 this morning. It was great. Okay, today was a great day for college athletics, and that's all.
You can debate about that because I really only think that the Pac-12 is doing this the right way, and I think that they're going to come back and they're going to have this. They have this testing contract where it's rapid daily 15-minute tests and everything. So I really only think the Pac-12 is doing this the right way or the best way. I'm not sure they're doing it the right way, but I just hope that they can do it safely. Let's hold our horses on this is a great day for college sports because, it's still very concerning. It's still very concerning at the same time. I hope they can do it safely. That's all that I say.
It's a good day. Good.
Jeremy, what do you think? Loco Patron outdoor seating. I'm coming for you.
Wear a mask when you're not drinking or eating.
100%. Of course. I will be turning away if it's too crowded.
Yeah.
Update.
Sure, Jeremy. You're gonna show us what you need to show us?
Yeah. Goran Dragic. All he wanted was some coffee from Jimmy Butler today.
I came to a Big Face Coffee, but it's closed, man. Unfortunately, and this time I bring cash too.
He makes his teammates pay.
Yes. He's very upset. And then 5 reasons why sports, a local sports page or a local sports site in Miami said ask for a manager. I totally would have asked for a manager as well.
Yeah, I would have called the corporate.
Mm-hmm. JaVale McGee and his daughter have a handshake. This has been the best thing about the bubble so far is the players being reunited with their families. It's been awesome.
This is about work. This isn't about family. Would Michael Jordan bring his family in here? Would Kobe Bryant bring his family in here? Mamba mentality. Where's the competition? I'm just kidding.
But legit question: is the James family in the bubble, or is
No,
No,
they're
they're
not.
not.
why? Because they're all older.
LeBron said it's not a place for kids.
Dion scared his son by yelling "Gator."
John Scaring. Watch out, Scaring.
He ran like that would work.
Yeah,
Gators are extremely fast. The bubble bar. I like the bubble bar.
bubble bar. It's celebrating black distillers. So that's
Cool.
Yeah.
Jared Smith likes it.
And we also have some more updates that are NBA related. Today, there was a tweet by, and Jesse, I know this is very exciting to you.
Hold on real quick. I put on the poll. I said if you don't like
Yes, I saw.
MAC football on Tuesday nights in early November, are you a fake sports fan?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
So after Bradley Beal did not make any of the teams for All NBA, a Heat fan posted, Bradley Beal is special, needs to be in a bigger market like Miami for the national audience to truly see Brad's greatness. And then, guess who liked that tweet, Jesse?
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal's girlfriend. And then,
Okay.
minutes later, Bradley Beal posted about his girlfriend and said, quote, "I love my girlfriend, ride or die."
Wow.
He's coming to Miami. Can you believe it, Jesse? It's happening.
I'm looking something up here. I'm looking up the market size of the United States. Or hold on. Because I don't believe that Miami is a bigger city than Washington, D.C.
Washington's bigger. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Jeremy. Let's see this. New York, L.A., Chicago, Philly, Dallas, San Fran, Washington, D.C., Houston, Boston, Atlanta, Phoenix.
Okay, we're
Tampa,
talking bigger NBA team, bigger NBA market. Sorry, Jesse, but like
the bigger NBA market is DC. I mean, you guys probably have more fans because you've been better, but like,
okay, right? He needs anyway. Doesn't matter what the team like. It doesn't matter what the tweet said. It just matters that Bradley Beal's girlfriend liked the tweet.
Should I need you to put this on the poll because I'm wearing a shirt and tie. But should the NBA coaches go back to wearing suits on the sidelines?
No, I like it.
Oh no, I hate Jesse. Just
Like they're
put
at
it
a
on the
tropical
poll.
getaway.
Should did you say tropical getaway? If it was a tropical getaway, it'd be like Mike Krzyzewski wearing a Hawaiian shirt coaching during the Maui Invitational. No, I miss the Eric Spoelstra looking like a slimmed down mobster on the sidelines with his suits. He looks the best. He's the best looking coach in the NBA, and he looks a lot better with a suit.
whoa, I don't know where. Greg Popovich is a looker. Let me tell you.
Why? Because he doesn't wear a tie.
I'm just joking. He's old.
Steve Clifford.
I said, should the NBA coaches have to wear suits again? Yes, no, Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, that's
Steve Clifford is definitely a looker. Matt, we didn't really get your thoughts on the Clippers getting knocked out, and then Paul George saying this wasn't a championship or bust season for us.
Get the bleep out of here. Just get the bleep out of here.
Said it wasn't a championship or bust?
Paul George said it wasn't championship or bust.
I would low-key love to see the Nuggets come back from 3-1 down in this next series and win against the Lakers.
No, I don't want Jokic. I don't want a potential.
I don't think people want Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic in the NBA Finals. I know that they want LeBron. I think probably the best storyline would either be Lakers, Clippers, or LeBron against the Heat. So that's why
I want LeBron against the Heat, but I really hope it's not Celtics versus Nuggets. That would be
a series where the ESPN would be contractually obligated to make it a Mark Jones Doris Burke booth. Like the most boring teams. Doris Burke is great, but it's just not the marquee. It's not the bang booth of Mike.
I would personally like Breen and Burke, and that's
I'd like
fine.
to hear them, but I mean, I'm sorry, Mark Jones puts me to sleep.
You don't like Mark?
He left the bubble. He's out of the bubble.
Aw, I like
He
Mark.
just-
Yeah, he's calling college football this weekend.
Yeah,
so,
Mark Jones.
Yesterday was his last game. He did the Heat and Celtics yesterday.
I like
well,
Mark
Chris
Jones.
Burke's going on the radio to call the rest of the.
Who's
pod.
calling the radio games with her? Who's
John
on-
Barry and whoever Mark Kestisher is.
Oh, really? Mark Kesher is doing that? I mean, I know who he is. He's the radio guy.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, ESPN Radio's sports are all radio guys, as calling them, except Boog Shambi. Boog Shambi is a radio guy. So
Yeah, originally, but he's a TV guy too.
Started off in Miami. Great guy.
I know. With Levitard, I'm pretty sure, or it was.
No, they started out the same place, but
Yeah.
like they were good friends because they covered the same team.
Maya Moore. She got married to the guy that she freed. That's cool.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she got married to the guy that she freed. It's cool.
Nice 9-year age difference there.
Wow, that's
Not a
awesome.
9-year age difference. It's a 7-year age difference.
But I did not know about Maya Moore getting married. That's
Yeah, I guess she is. I guess she is 31. That's
She's
not,
31. He's 40.
That's not that big of an age difference. But yeah,
They fell in love. It's a great story.
it's gonna be a.
But Jesse, like the ESPN article says, does it diminish what she did? For
No,
him?
that's the most ridiculous article that I've seen. Even it's like the greatest. It's like one of the greatest like civil rights things, as well as love stories that I've ever seen. And I really hope that Hollywood picks it up and they do it right and make a really, really good movie about it, because I would be all in for that. All right, Matt,
I go ahead, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Me? Hi. Jesse?
Yeah, I had one and then I totally forgot.
The NBC thing.
You're talking about something.
The NBC not being able to zoom the players in and do
Oh
the,
yeah. Like why can't they just record? It's not that hard for every player to just record a little zoom of themselves saying,
I'm gonna.
Jesse Morrison, the U.
I'm going to. So are you done? Because I have my what are we doing is blasting another network.
Yeah, I just don't understand. No, I'm not blasting a network. I just don't understand why they can't just have somebody go up there and record a Zoom and just say.
it's the
Jesse
second best
Morrison,
part of Sunday Night Football.
It's like it's the second best part of Sunday Night Football.
Well, they took
The
away
best part.
the best part too. So
Yeah, best part of Congress.
Slide, intros, Carrie Underwood song,
No,
and in the football game.
yeah,
I'm
Carrie
glad
Underwood.
that-
said-
No. I'm sorry. NBC intro music, and then the football game.
Ba-da-da-da.
Football game's fifth.
I mean, I'd put Carrie Underwood in her own category. I'd go slide, and then I'd go intros. I'd go the song that Carrie Underwood sings, and then I'd go Carrie Underwood, and then I'd go NBC intro song, and then football game.
And Michelle Tafoya too, with her great sideline work and
In the stands, that you mean the stand line reporter, the stand line
yes,
reporter,
yes.
the
They
seat
still talk to
reporter.
the coaches. Like, I want to know how they.
Can they just test them and get them on the sidelines? It's so
I feel-
stupid.
But I
I
feel
don't understand
bad.
this.
They're gonna have to like run up a bunch of stairs to get to 2 locker rooms to get back up into the stands or wherever. I'm pretty sure the second half.
Just
of
test her and get her on the field. I don't understand the problem with
I'm sure
it.
these reporters don't even appear on the camera half the game, which is kind of ridiculous.
She's just
Well,
roaming around in empty
see how-
stadiums.
It'll be interesting to see how the Thursday Night Football production goes because they have 2 reporters, Christina Pink and Aaron Andrews. My What Are We Doing is CBS. This is their 5th straight season with the same graphics package, and it's gotten boring. Sorry.
Well, it's better than Fox's new graphics package.
I like Fox's new graphics.
Oh, that's a hot.
And I'm not just saying it because I work for a Fox affiliate, but I like.
also do too work for a Fox affiliate. It's beautiful.
Yeah. If I had to rank graphics, though, it would go NBC, Fox, ESPN, CBS.
Jeremy, what do you think?
Fox is awesome.
But NBC, what are you doing? Your NHL graphics are also 5-6 years old. So
No, the worst graphics. But actually, no. I want to work for.
I want
them,
versus.
So I love the Masson graphics. They are so good.
Da, 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 da.
okay, what were you saying before you
I
went on?
love the Masson graphics for Orioles games.
Oh, they're like 10 years
They're
old.
so good. I love.
They're
them.
so
They're great.
old. They're old. It's like you don't know what season they're playing in. It's like they need to tell you that it's the 2020 Nationals against the 2020 Phillies.
It's pretty
Because-
easy. There's cardboard cutouts in the stands for some
Yeah,
of the games.
but at the same time, okay, that's but like in previous years, you
Yeah.
can't tell if it's the 2018 Nationals or 2016 Nationals.
I
Or the
have
2020
no issues with it. It's great. Hire me.
I hate networks that stick to graphics forever. So update your graphics every few years.
Again,
My
I
station
don't
just
have a
updated
problem
our
with it. Hire me.
graphics. They look
Hire
great.
me.
We updated our set. I'll get into how morning news works in a few minutes. But Jeremy, what's your what are we doing?
My what are we doing is there was an article that that someone shared today on my timeline that works for The Athletic, and it was about how the Twins will have if they play at Petco Park will have an advantage because of this reason. Of course, I clicked on the article. It's like, pay $15 now to subscribe to The Athletic. I'm like, no, thank you. I did want to know what happened in the article, though. Could somebody send me the Cliff Notes? Anybody got any Cliff Notes on this article?
What about Cliff Notes?
Why don't you guys listen to me?
You know, I don't know. I was busy.
Anyway, there was an article, Jesse, right? About the Twins having an advantage at Petco Park if they got there in the postseason, got to play at Petco Park. For some reason, the Twins would have the best advantage of playing at Petco Park, and I was very intrigued. I clicked on it. It's like, pay $15 now to subscribe to The Athletic. And I was like, no.
So you're just mad that The Athletic is a paid service and is supporting
Yes.
journalism, and like they want
Yes. Yes.
that's a terrible take. We need to pay for our journalism because I want to do print journalism, and
No, I can read so many other articles that are free and that have great reporters as well.
Because of sponsorships, have the other articles, and The Athletic is seemingly sponsor free. Okay, transition. Did you see my the tweet I just sent you guys?
Let's take a look. Matt Kling has sent us.
Yeah. The GIF.
Yeah,
It's
Mountain
really the
Dew.
GIF is the better part. My commentary on it is just what it is, but the GIF is probably the greatest thing up from this Phillies season.
you drinking a beer?
No, it's a sugar-free Red Bull. That he just first of all, look at him. Stop the video right there. Stop. Just try to stop it.
He's the Steven
Okay,
Adams
wait,
of baseball.
Stop it. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. This man, Jojo Romero, is kind of decent, okay? The other bullpenners suck. This guy, you see the tattoo on the throwing arm. You have the long hair that's just coming out of, like, everywhere. Like, and then he's just walking into the ballpark, just chugging a sugar-free Red Bull in like 2 seconds, smashes the can. He's got the stash too. Like
He's the Steven Adams of baseball.
Yes,
He is the god of intercoastal waterways and streams, who is the
Okay.
younger brother of Poseidon.
Look, here's the thing. Coffee's for closers. Sugar-free Red Bull is for sixth-inning pitchers. Put that on the ball. Is sugar-free Red Bull for sixth-inning pitchers?
Oh, put it on the
I don't know.
poll.
Sergio Romo seems like I don't know. Sergio Romo seems like a Red Bull guy.
That's Jojo Romero, Jeremy.
The
Go
guy's
off
name
into
is
the other.
Jojo Romero. Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying that like if Sergio Romo were like anybody, he would be a
I'm
Red Bull guy.
just saying that the phrase is coffee is for closers.
I don't know because I think when I think of a cup of coffee, I think of someone that played for a team for like a couple
One
games.
game.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
like the drink itself, it's
No,
either for
I think we're
morning
doing too much.
people who have to sit in front of a camera and just. I go into work at 2 a.m. today. Tomorrow, technically, it's still Wednesday where I am. But coffee is for closers. That's like I'm pretty sure that's a line out of Glengarry Glen Ross, if I'm not mistaken. I know that's a movie with ABC always be closing. But
I'm also an ABC station. Tune into ABC Fox Montana whenever you guys can.
shout out ABC. But do you want me, Justin? Do you want me to talk about how morning news works?
Yeah, in a second. I just wanted to get this.
I need to get my Dancing with the Stars takes and stuff here. So I'm gonna go with that first, and let me tell you about the Dancing with the Stars. And sorry for being a little whiny about that, but
No, don't worry. I'm grabbing some water.
But Dancing with the Stars is the corniest show on television. It is like ridiculously corny. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. However, I'm all for it. I'm locked in.
All for corny.
What'd you say?
You're all for corny.
Yep, all for corny, all for that Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson combination.
Gotta keep grinding, keep pounding, keep going.
Useless Sound Montage was pretty good this week on the Lebitard Show, our favorite other radio program.
Listen to that ASAP, but go ahead.
On Dancing with the Stars, I thought that Nelly and his partner were totally robbed. I thought that Charles Oakley was terrible and the worst, and then Carol Baskin was pretty bad too. But Nelly was totally robbed. They should have gotten a way better score. I liked the judges. The judges were entertaining. Derek Huff was really good in his new role. Dancing with the Stars, pretty good first time I'm watching it, even though it was the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, that's about it.
Now this coming Monday, ABC's airing Monday Night Football because it's the 50th anniversary of the first Monday Night Football.
Wow, okay.
It's also the first game in Las Vegas ever for the NFL. So.
Oh, I like that. That's good. I think it should be on ABC anyways.
I agree with you. Although Monday night is Bachelor Night on ABC. In
Not anymore. It's going to be Tuesday night.
Well, that's Bachelorette Night. I'm talking about Bachelor Night.
Yeah, but that's not going to conflict with Monday Night Football ever.
Yeah, but the Bachelorette promo I saw, very funny, especially because we all know that Claire.
She's leaving after like the 5th episode.
Yeah. Claire will give 2 bleeps, and literally the best line is "Congratulations, you blew up the Bachelorette." That is the greatest promo I've seen for any show. But also in Bachelor News, I saw a rumor that Peter is going to have a tell-all episode of some sort.
Why? He's happy with Kelly.
I'm just saying.
What a weird dude.
Also, the girls from last season were posting, I think this is like the 1-year anniversary of about when they started to film. So,
really?
And there's this one picture that Madison posted of her eating pizza while like McKenna was whining about a scene, and it was McKenna, Kelsey, Hannah Ann, and Madison. Madison was just delving into a pizza that was on the set.
What was I gonna say? I saw some post from my Kenna about like how she's grown so much in a year.
Yeah, she has grown so much.
But this Colton and Cassie thing is crazy.
Well, I heard something about it, but I have no idea what's going on.
So Cassie has a restraining order on him because supposedly he was like planting recording devices and stuff in her car.
What?
And oh yeah, this dude's crazy. Like he likes her too much. Like it is stalker weird. Like I'm on her side 100%. Like it's weird. But yeah, that's about all the Bachelor Dancing with the
You let her
Stars.
know again that you're on her side?
What'd you say?
Did you let her know that you're on her side again?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't this time. She didn't seem to be interested.
Would you like me to talk about Love Island?
Love Island, Matt.
So yeah, no Love Island tonight on CBS for the first time in like 2 weeks.
Weird.
This last night, the past few episodes have just become just strange. Like I'm pretty sure. Well, I've not been on to talk about how the whole the reunion from Casa Amor went, and like let me just start by saying that Connor, I feel for this man. I want him to succeed. He is one of the best looking guys in the island, and I thought that he and Mackenzie had something in the beginning, but Mackenzie is just, I'm sorry to say this, but she's just indecisive. She doesn't know what she wants. She had the best partner in Connor, and then
Oh, we didn't like Connor.
well, they liked each other, then they kind of didn't like each other. Connor stayed through for her in Casa Amor, and she turns around and picks Jalen, who was one of the tempters in the island while the guys were Casa Amor. So last night, so obviously Mackenzie could not get anything with Jalen, essentially. So the best shot that she had was to get back with Connor. But at the same time, Moira was, she didn't necessarily have anything good with her new man. So I'm just going to go through how these couples, how the couples stand as of last night's episode. So you have Johnny and Sally, who will probably win the whole competition and get married in real life. You have Caleb and Justine, who could win the competition and may survive in real life. You have Carrington and Laurel, who were, besides Johnny and Sally and Caleb and Justine, the only other returning couple. Carrington, I'm mixed on Carrington. I think he's a good guy, but at the same time, he's been through 5 women already, I feel like. And then you have the new couples. So you have Calvin and Kirsten, which I think is a good couple. I felt bad for Kirsten. She really wanted Carrington in the last recoupling, and Carrington brought back Laurel from Casa Amor. And Calvin just really had nothing.
Cal, how about that?
What's that?
Cal, how about that?
Speaking of Calvin, I've got a Calvin Klein shirt on.
Kleiner, how about that?
So Calvin and Kirsten, I think they're a decent couple. Jalen and Cher, both of them were additions. Jalen was the tempter in Love Island. Cher was a tempter in Casa Amor. Cher was with Calvin. Jalen was with Mackenzie. They started talking. They're now a couple. So then Connor gets the choice. Moira and Mackenzie, 2 OG Islanders.
Con man.
An OG Islander. And he knew, like...
There's a share.
I thought that he was going to pick Mackenzie because of...
There's a girl named Cher.
Yeah, spelled S-H-E-R. By the way, the narrator did the perfect talk about, he mentioned 3 or 4 different Cher songs in one sentence. And by the way, I will try to get Matthew Hoffman on the show because he's based out of Las Vegas. And
Matty H.
I need to get him on this show. He's great. I need him to do the intro to this show.
What's up, guys? This is Zach Hampel, and you're listening to the Why So Serious Show on Blaze Radio.
Okay, but
Hey guys, it's Zach Campbell. I'm outside of Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. We've got the pandemic crew or whatever, the Fandemic crew
I'm not
out
finished
here.
my
We're
Love
gonna try to
Island.
get some baseballs. Keep going.
So Connor picks the other. So Connor picks Mara. I think that was a good decision, but because I'm glad that that he didn't choose Mackenzie because of the toxicity. Although I really thought he was going to. So all that was left was Aaron and Mackenzie, and Aaron gave a really nice speech. So I guess they got to know each other. Okay. So apparently there's more guys coming into this island now. This has been
Not even an island. It's a casino in Vegas.
it's the top floor of a resort in Vegas, and which is great. And I'm all for this crap, and I don't know how it's gonna end. I would love to see how it's gonna end, and yeah, it's gonna be. I can only see two couples lasting to the end right now.
All right. I wanted to wrap up the show. I'll actually first. I want Matt, just give us a short, quick. I'm gonna give you a minute. Just tell me how your new shift is going. You got 1 minute.
Jeremy, have you worked morning news at all?
I worked news today, but it was
Morning news.
Oh,
Like,
morning news.
The morning news.
I turn a story for morning news every Saturday.
I'm talking about working with the people that work morning
It
news.
was so energetic.
That is the best and worst thing about morning news is because they can talk about anything, and evening anchors don't, which is surprising because I think my evening anchors, the evening anchors that I've worked with, are pretty energetic people.
They're just Isaac Easleys.
What's that?
They're just Isaac Easleys.
Who?
You ever have Isaac Easley at Cronkite?
No.
He teaches sports videography. He just recently quit the Suns, but he has his own production company now. He teaches 2 classes, but he wakes up at 4 a.m. every morning, runs 5 miles with a group of other people that are also as energetic as him, and then he comes in teaching extremely energetically at that
But
time.
at the same time, I give major props to the weather and traffic people because they go on 4 times an hour for several minutes at a time. And like today, the traffic guy, there was this was my first day solo on mornings. I had help from one of my coworkers though, which I very much appreciate. So there was this accident that closed down a big portion of the major freeway around here for several hours. It was a fatal crash. It turns out the person that died from gunshot wounds. And the homicide team is investigating it.
Wow,
so
that's a crazy story.
Yeah, no. So like our traffic guy was like going for 2.5 minutes every 10 minutes talking about this stuff. This was before we found out it was a homicide investigation.
There was a fire at ASU yesterday.
Really?
Tempe. I passed by it on the way to my weekly COVID test.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, there was a hurricane battering the Gulf Coast this morning.
It's a tropical depression now.
It's now a tropical depression. So let's just say that. So the first 2 days I was like dead tired by the end of my shift. Today I wasn't. So tomorrow I'm doing a later shift with 2 other talkers, and I know that the male anchor will probably not let me work because we'll talk about fantasy football all morning long before he gets on the
I love how you're open that you're probably just not going to work. Jeremy,
no, I'm going to work, but he's going to distract me easily.
Sounds intriguing, Matt. I've done mornings as well. I was the morning intern on Wednesdays for the Doug and Wolf program.
The difference is I would get in anytime. Past few nights I've been getting in right about now. Tonight I'm getting in at 2 a.m. So
6:30 is pretty early in the morning. That's
pretty early, but try working overnight when you
that's pretty rough.
Sleep.
That's
so
pretty rough.
I'm gonna have to figure out a sleep schedule at some point. In theory, I could take a nap right now, but I really don't feel like it.
Okay, Jeremy, big MLB stuff. You got a minute or a little over a minute to talk about it. What is going on? What happened with my team? What happened with your team?
So a little over a minute. But The Orioles won against the Braves today.
So 2 of
Awesome
3.
news. So that means the Marlins are 2.5 back of the Braves now in the division. The Marlins, I think, are 4 games up in a playoff spot right now with just about a week left in the season. But the best part of the night tonight for the Marlins was Juan Pierre being on the Marlins broadcast in the third inning, in the third and fourth inning, might have been just the third inning, but he was there for the big rally by the Marlins and big-time player Lewis Brinson.
Oh, wow. Here we go. We're probably going to get copyrighted again.
So here's Lewis Brinson now with 2 outs. And Brinson on cue down in the left field corner. Anderson on his way to third, and Trey Hillman's going to wave him around. Here comes the throw. Not in time to third. Brinson in there safely. Oh, he's riding the wave, JP. You see that?
Riding the wave. He's riding the wave.
Well, JP, talk about that confidence that Brinson's playing with.
Jeremy, what are you going to be more excited about? A Miami Heat championship if y'all do that? Or
I told my mom today. I called my mom today, and I said, if the Marlins make the playoffs, I will be crying for a week.
I hope it happens. Even if they wouldn't make it a normal season. Like,
dude, what if we make the playoffs but lose in the 3-game wild card round?
Don't care. It's been 7 years.
Swept in the 3-game wild.
It's been 17 years. I mean, I understand.
Like, I need this in my life.
I mean, the Phillies haven't been in the playoffs since 2011. They have a decent shot if their bullpen doesn't keep blowing these.
Your bullpen is awful. Like, it's terrible.
Sergio Romero, who shotguns, who just shoves.
Weren't you guys up 4-0 today? Weren't you guys up 4-0 today and blew it?
It's ridiculous. I blame myself because I turned it on and trusted that the bullpen wouldn't blow it. So I blame myself.
All right, polls.
Yeah, let me read them. Also,
okay. Can I read the ones from yesterday and then
I'll start with the Jeremy's football knowledge one. So you can
okay, cool. Was the Bosch block in 2013 a foul? 80% no. Who are you rooting for? Hockey Twitter or the Tampa Bay Lightning? And hockey Twitter 67%. Are you surprised that one of Jeremy's YouTube videos interrupted the show? 87% no. Is there a more hated remake in movie history than Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp? 55% yes. I don't know about that. Is Dancing with the Stars the corniest show in TV history? 75% yes. Are you surprised that Chris Harrison doesn't host Dancing with the Stars? 50-50 never happened before. I feel like just ABC reality TV, like Chris Harrison would be involved.
Chris Harrison also hosted Who Wants to Be the syndicated version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah. Should it be known as Dancing with the B-level celebrities? 100% yes. And Matt, I'll throw it to you.
Is Jeremy's football knowledge too vast? I don't know what this is in reference to, but
I don't remember. But he referenced some player that I never had.
This was at 11:54 a.m. Stacy Schnell responded. He gets his mama. It's 75-25. Yes to no ratio.
I mean, I'll take it. I know every single person on Jesse's defensive line. I know everything about football.
That's a good thing. So if you don't like MAC football on Tuesday nights in early November, are you a fake sports fan? 67% of those who voted said yes. This is the biggest poll so far tonight. 9 people voted on this one, or 9 users voted on this one, or shall I say 9 accounts voted on this one.
They get the show, and I like it.
I don't know what the specific is, but should the NBA coaches have to wear suits again? You have 3 choices: yes, no, or Hawaiian shirts. They've been wearing polos since they've been in Orlando. Most of the people that responded voted for the Hawaiian shirt. Second most voted yes. Third most voted no. The breakdown was 33 yes, 22 no, 45 Hawaiian shirt.
You know, if I was an NBA coach, I'd just wear one of those cut-off T-shirts that you wear to the gym. Like, it's gotten a little ratty, it's gotten a little old, so you cut the sleeves off and you wear it to the gym.
Oh, I mean, they do look good in the polos, but I don't know.
It saved me this last time.
What's that?
It cut out again. Like, I'm gonna call and complain and tell them that I'm gonna call and complain. I'm gonna tell them that I'm a famous podcast host that needs the internet.
Well, maybe you should go to a place that you can get great internet.
I'll just go to Mallory's every night and annoy her. Which I don't know how good her Wi-Fi
pay
is.
for her
I
own
haven't
internet.
really tested it, so we'll see.
See, that's the thing is you live in a building that you pay that internet is included. When internet and cable are included, and I want you to put this on the poll, when internet and cable are included in the price of rent, is it bad? Is the internet and cable bad? Because anyway, so yeah, if you pay for internet and cable as part of your rent, is it bad? Is it automatically bad?
I don't even get cable anymore. I just sign into my parents' cable on a Roku.
You don't have a TV to hook up like the.
No, they don't like provide us cable anymore.
What? That's bad. Anyway, if coffee's for closers, is sugar-free Red Bull for sixth-inning pitchers? 75% of respondents say yes. And finally, is the internet and cable bad when it's included in the rent? 100% of respondents say yes.
It's just because I voted.
I voted too.
Jesse, stop me when I'm wrong. You have Sweat, Young, Payne, Ionitis.
That's the defensive line. Good job. I mean, that's the starters. I mean, I could get you to try to go for a bench, and sometimes Kerrigan puts his hand in the dirt. Sometimes he doesn't. But he's also not starting this year. He played 22 snaps and had.
Did Reuben Foster play his first NFL game in a while?
I don't know, but he's an inside linebacker.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just asking.
I don't know, but follow us on Twitter at the letter Y, and then So Serious Show, and Good Night Canada.